Tonight, reactions pour in after Public Service Minister Dr. Ebaldas Raymond finally opens up about the telephone taping controversy.
That's the second time they am bringing that same allegation about him. Is the thing I see you have to do is step.
Irate residents of Forestier are demanding action from their MP to alleviate their transportation woes. And human rights advocate and attorney Mary Francis is in the hot seat. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good evening. It is Friday, the 26th of April, 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 Nightly News. We're on Flow Channel 117, also simulcast on Kiss FM Radio, on our website, www.caribbeanhottv.com, and of course on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm lovely Saint Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. Reactions are pouring in after Public Service Minister Dr. Ebaldas Raymond finally opened up about the telephone taping controversy. Superintendent Methodist Minister Seth Ampadu says he believes Dr. Raymond should be forgiven as he has expressed remorse over his actions. Rochelle Gonzalez begins our reporting.
The man behind the telephone tapping controversy, which has gripped the nation for weeks, has finally broken his silence on the matter after he sat with talk show veteran Rick Wayne on his DBS talk show titled Talk. Dr. Ebaldas Raymond has been the talk of the town since phone conversations between a male, alleged to be him, and a Trinidadian woman were leaked to social media. However, on Thursday night, he put all the whispers to rest when he admitted that it was indeed him in the recordings. Dr. Raymond spoke candidly about the entire matter, saying that he is deeply remorseful and has taken drastic actions to ensure that this sort of incident never happens to him again. As was anticipated, reactions have begun to pour in following the interview. Superintendent Methodist Minister Seth Ampadu was among those sharing his opinion and said he believes Dr. Raymond should be forgiven.
By the part that I watched, you could see someone who has shown a kind of remorse, someone who have felt sorry for whatever he has done. So I think as a nation we need to forgive him because we all make mistakes, you know. So once he has been able to come out, it shows that he feels sorry about what he has done. So as people, we need to accept him and forgive him.
Ampadu said society must remember that no one is without sin. He went on to warn Dr. Raymond to beware of such pitfalls in the future.
He should also try to draw boundaries around his life because all these things can happen. Today, people can do a whole lot of things to tarnish your image. So if you're a leader, you need always to be very careful, extra careful, in order not to make way for people to tarnish your image. So I want to appeal to the entire nation to forgive him. You know, to err is human, to forgive is divine. And let us not forget that we are all humans. We fall one way or the other. So when I saw him on the TV, I could see someone who has repented. And I believe that he will not, if such thing comes again, he will run away from it.
When asked about his future in politics during the airing of the talk show, Dr. Raymond said he is uncertain. As for his future within the Alan Shastney administration and the United Workers' Party on a whole, he said he is leaving this decision to the Prime Minister. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Now, it would seem that members of the public were not too hard on Dr. Ebaldas Raymond for his indiscretions during his televised interview. Many referenced scripture and spoke about forgiveness. Were those comments representative of Joe Public's opinion on this latest Dr. Raymond scandal? Solange Alfred hit the streets to find out.
The man at the center of much conversation due to salacious voice recordings said to be between himself and a Trinidadian national gave his first televised interview post-scandal. With many St. Lucians glued to their TVs to hear from the source himself, we took to the streets to capture the public's reaction to Dr. Ebaldas Raymond's first televised interview.
See, me say, So you can do as a minister economic is supposed to new SP. Both sides as a Christian, like a minister of government, he's supposed to just give up post, like just finish that. Put up all the payment, put up the payment, just resign post, like finish that.
Resign finish ça, tout a un problème, just forget about ça. Finish ça, give up.
C'est lui qui pas nous respect avec messe, bon c'est lui avec gouvernement, pas moi, c'est lui avec chasser qui bouger ça pour chasser ça veut dire qu'il a fait resign et bien s'il a fait arrêter. So si chasser d'accord pour balos souhaiter là, c'est signe qui chasser même qu'on balos. Moi pas ça vous a fait ma canton ça man commande about ça.
He said it wasn't him now. Now the people seeing now with the true colors in him. They're supposed to send him home with disrespect. He have disrespect to his wife, his whole family, and the nation. He's supposed to be sent home. Take me out from the cabinet. Yes, that's disrespect in the cabinet. Take him out. It's a bad apple. Take him out.
That's the second time they bringing that same allegation about him. Is the thing I see you have to do is step down.
He must step down because Manyanga you just la pour voler. Le gouvernement a bâclé tout ça yo fait gouvernement chasse ne ka bac yo. Because amun pas faire mistake de coup. Qui man pas faire mistake de coup. Si on fait yon l'autre coup aussi supposé ranger quoi. Mais on fait coup vieux fait encore quoi style continuer faire. C'est pas là yo nous là mon là oui a même quand violer pour qu'il dit sorry to.
He do it once, he do it twice. And he say he don't do it. And the government backing him of what he do. He's supposed to resign.
There you have it. The beehive of information is buzzing from people still piecing together the tell-all interview. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Those were your views. Dr. Wallace Raymond remains on leave while an investigation into the matter is ongoing. Hot 7 TV will premiere yet another riveting show of the hot seat on Saturday. Mary Francis will be in the hot seat, fielding questions from Tresha Lionel on just about everything. Of course, what seems like the ongoing feud between her and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, and even politics. Here's a sneak peek.
I do know that you were affiliated with the SLP at one point, and that was made public. I see you have George Odlum behind you. Talk to us about that. And do you think the SLP has changed for the worse since then?
Of course it has changed for the worse. I do not know what that party stands for. Let me tell you something. I said to you earlier on before we began, men do not follow men but ideas. What are the ideas moving and shaping the St. Lucia Labour Party? Sometimes I see no difference between the Labour Party and the United Workers' Party. When you look at the genesis of the Labour Party, it was a question of other suffrage for the disenfranchised masses of St. Lucians. And then United Workers' Party came in an era where they figured it was nationalism now. People were looking for independence and for the persons who were more educated, and they came in this class structure like the more middle class and then the so-called the working class and whatnot. But I think I missed the policies of the 70s, the 60s and the 70s when I was growing up. I mean, it was bliss to be alive in those days as a young person. You were encouraged, you were sensitized. It was really, politics was real serious business in those days. With the coming of I would say, Kenny Anthony, well, to my mind, the Labour Party lost a good opportunity of really remaining on track.
Francis, who remains an advocate for human rights, also dives headfirst into the ongoing impacts controversy and what she says is the seeming vendetta that the police have against her.
I have been victimized. I mean, you go to a police station, and I remember one time, I mean, you're a human rights lawyer, what are you doing here? And asking me to leave and so forth. I have experienced that. One time there was a problem in some break-in at my house, and when I reported the matter, and the officer came in and said, well, give me a number, I kept calling. And when I called the CID, I heard who's calling? I'm sure this human rights lawyer. Tell him not there, man, tell him not there.
Be sure to tune in on Saturday for the double take from 7 p.m., during which the hot seat with Tresha Lionel will premiere. Again, Mary Francis will be her guest. Irate residents of Forestier are demanding action to help alleviate what they say has been a long-standing problem of poorly maintained roads. Residents expressed outrage over the Castries Southeast community's deteriorating roads and are demanding resolve from their MP. Solange Alfred reports.
Residents of Forestier are crying foul over what they say have been empty promises to get their roads fixed. The irate community members say the Forestier Road is overrun with extremely large and deep potholes that are severely affecting the condition of their motor vehicles. One resident expressed his high level of dissatisfaction, stating campaign promises of road rehabilitation in Forestier are nowhere close to panning out.
Up to a day like today, nothing has been done. The last time, you know what they did? They take quarry waste and they mix it with cement and they put it in the road. Look at all the road is, a lot of stone. How long have they been doing this? 2 years since the UWP government came in. That's what they have been doing all the time, promising people, the road is going to start in 2 months' time. The road is going to start in 2 months' time. I was promised a job, a supervisor job, because I'm a technician. Understand? I'm an engineering technician by profession. I'm actually an architect. And I've been promised a work here, but I don't depend on them people. I do my garden. But the bottom line is, you've been doing a survey on that road for years. 2.5 to go into 3 years, and you can't block a pothole.
The irate resident called on parliamentary representative for Castries Southeast, Guy Joseph, who he says frequently travels the pothole-laden Forestier roads. The man went on to describe the toll the unsteady road has on vehicle maintenance.
All your ends, your rubbers, your discs, your bearings, your spring, everything is going. And that vehicle, Forestier is a place where you have a lot of heavy equipment. Everybody in Forestier have money. Like, not everybody, but you know, they have a lot of people in Forestier with a lot of big vehicles, trucks and backhoes and excavators and tout bagay. So when you have a road like that, the minister living up there, he passing that road every day. So what the hell he can fix it? He fixed the road from Kachime right down to the Geno Gap. And he fixed it up to in Forestier. So who they think they're fooling all the time?
On our quest to grasp the gravity of the situation, we were approached by bus driver on the 5D route, Victor Biru. The driver noted that the operational cost of driving a bus on the Forestier to Castries route has become a burden. He noted the cost of repairs due to pothole-related damages is affecting all the 5D drivers.
That road in a mess. Every time, look, January I put new rubbers underneath my van. Look, the shock's bad already. The road, every day you're going up and down in that for the whole day. The road is bad. Every budget you have, they fixing the road. They fix. At least come and put some stuff in the road, in the holes for now. You know, when we underpeg for us, yeah, people fed up. You know, they fed up to hustle on that old road there. The people need to do something about it. At least put some stones in it. Understand? That's all we want for now. We hear on the air that they're going to fix the road, and they're not doing nothing.
So how long have you guys?
You know how many years it's been free? It's going to be 3 years. We driving in that old road.
Looking back at Minister Guy Joseph's 2019 delivery during the appropriation bill, he stated that he remains aware of the dilapidated condition of the Forestier Road and a full contract looks to be awarded for the full rehabilitation of the road network. He added that residents seeking a temporary solution will have to bear a bit longer, as plans for the area will not involve road patching, rather a comprehensive remedy will be applied. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. When we come back, the Civil Service Association expresses dissatisfaction with 2 of 3 proposed locations identified to relocate employees of the Inland Revenue Department. As Guyana ministers with the dual citizenship resign, a local political pundit weighs in on whether St. Lucia and other Caribbean countries should bar candidates with dual citizenship. And according to a new global survey, people around the world are becoming more angry, stressed, and worried. Those stories and more when we return.